Everybody, welcome to a very special episode of This Board Game Life. This is episode number 121 titled Golden Geek 2026. And Golden Geek 2026 winners.
There you go.
Actually, if you're listening to this show, you're definitely a winner. We all are part of this Board Game Life community. We're all winners or something. Anyway, actually, before I get to that, let me just finish my intro. Welcome to episode 121, Golden Geek 2026 winners. This is a show about board games, card games, anything we want to talk about. My name is Rob. I am one of your fine hosts for today. And with me, as always, in an extra special way, I got my good buddy Mark.
Hey, and no, this isn't like some weird green screen. I'm actually here. I can actually hit Rob.
Yeah, how about that?
So,
So now you can kick me under the table if you don't like what I'm saying, or if I'm falling asleep. That's my cue to talk. just get me.
yeah, and we know the camera's going to be a little shaky and the audio is going to be different than normal, but we're making a change because I'm here visiting Rob and this week, and we wanted to record together. So we're doing things different this week. So, but we think it'll be worth it.
Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely. And yeah, we get to do this again in
2 weeks. Oh,
wait.
no, it'll be a
No,
year.
I was gonna think, yeah, because I was thinking for some reason that February was coming sooner. But within the next year we'll do this again.
Yeah. And I'm not going to Gen Con this year, unfortunately, but
That's what he says now.
no, I got to go to DC. We'll get my kid for graduating college, and so that trumped Gen Con this year.
Well, we'll see.
Darn kids.
We'll see how. I know how it goes. All you can do is if you just control yourself and don't back one of those all in Kickstarters.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you stay out of GameFound for 1 week,
dude, I haven't backed something for almost 24 hours.
Yes.
So if I can get through, well, no, actually, it was today. It was actually after midnight, I think. So
yeah,
it's only been.
You did back that one.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't stop me.
Yeah, and I was looking at so this morning they just had the Mars game, the Legacy.
Oh, the Legacy, yeah, Mars Legacy, Terraforming
Mars. Yes, that's it. Legacy. It's like, isn't it $550?
I didn't even
go all in.
I didn't even look at it.
It's $550. I swear, it's either $450 or $550. And I was looking at it like this is too much. Well, it's too much for me. I can just speak for myself. I'm sure folks that really enjoy the game, they probably did it. There's a couple of folks because they wouldn't do that level without, somebody probably do. But they do some big crazy levels anyway. Like, isn't the Carl game, the Carl RPG and the Unstoppable Carl, didn't they have like a multi-$1,000 pledge level that had something with the like creators, the artists, or whatever it was?
There was a tremendous amount of pledge levels in that thing.
Yeah.
But most of it was the RPG portion of the game, and not the Unstoppable.
Sure.
But that was very expensive too. But so they have the almost everything from the project for $549. And it says it's almost everything. Which I think it is, because it just won everything from this project. This is the reward level for you, but it's titled almost everything.
So, but is that almost everything? Because I didn't look at it. Well, I looked at the price. No. Is it just everything from this game, or is it everything from Terraforming Mars, like previous
from
games?
This project? Yeah. So that $549 gets you the Legacy of Mars. Let's see, it's all.
Isn't it like $75 worth of sleeves or something too?
There's a ton of Terraforming Mars seasonal promos. So there's a bunch of promos for Terraforming Mars.
Okay.
That are also available in here.
The OG.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't see the actual original game in there. It's just Legacy of Mars. So, but so not to go all off, like that's the all in.
Imagine shipping on that. Just saying.
But you can get the Legacy of Mars for $109, which gives you the base game and all the milestones unlocked. So 109, and it still looks pretty darn nice.
Yeah.
So, and then there's the deluxe with 3D tiles is 250. So
yeah,
but you can get in for 109, but that's
did
the
look
cheapest.
At that, and I briefly thought about it, maybe for half a second, and then the best thing to do is just to hit X on the tab, just close it.
Yes.
Unsubscribe from the marketing emails, which is opposite of what you should be doing with our show. So you should like and subscribe and do all that other fun stuff. It's a great way to support the show.
Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Hit the bell. Bing. Maybe this is like a bell.
There you go.
Bing.
There you go.
Yes.
In place of animation, which is at my house.
Yeah, if you're not watching this on video, you're missing out. It's this extra special treat.
Yeah.
Not that we're funny looking or anything like that. But anyway, so man, we did like half an hour already. We didn't even get started with the show. But yeah, moving on, make sure to check us out on YouTube, where you can find this.
It's been less than 7 minutes.
Why not? Where you can find this very episode with us in glorious video, in addition to glorious audio as well, but maybe the video is an extra special treat. You can find this podcast. You can find video reviews, unboxings, mailbags,
playthroughs. Really long playthrough of XCOM, the board game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Selfless plug.
Yeah, just up recently. And make sure to check that out again. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. It's a great way to support the show, and we'd really appreciate it. So let's talk about what we've gotten to the table. So as we had briefly mentioned, we're at this board game Life Con number 3 at the
Chicago
campus, the Central campus, the East campus, which
the Midwest campus.
Yeah. let's call it the Chicago campus.
The Portillo's campus.
Yes.
There we go. Official sponsor of this board. I wish.
No, I think you're the sponsor of Portillo's. Because the money flows in the wrong direction. Absolutely.
They don't have to pay me. They just have to send me sausage and beef
sandwiches. They have to pay you in beef combos.
Yep. That's it.
Yes. But yeah, so we're in the middle of this board game Life Con 3, and we've got a couple of games to the table. So we kind of briefly touched on this real quick. This is us not really having great show notes or whatever and what we're going to do. Should we just briefly touch on this, and then next episode kind of talk over everything, so we can just hit this stuff and then maybe cover it again? Or should we skip stuff and just talk about what you played prior?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. So because all the stuff you've got is from the con.
Yes.
And it's going to be double for me. So I'll just talk about what I played before coming out. Okay. And we'll save all the stuff that we played for 2 weeks from now. So
episode 122, make sure to check.
Yeah. Okay, so I did play. Because Rob has a copy sitting here. Dark Pact. This is awesome, Rob. Why is there shrink on this still? We gotta fix that while I'm here.
I figured I didn't need to do an unboxing of it yet. Because I think you did, right? Or no?
I did, but we need to play it now.
Yeah.
So we'll put that on the list. Okay. Hopefully we can get it done.
Should I hit pause on the recording? We'll play it right now.
Yeah. So Dark Pact, awesome game, and I have called it myself. I feel like it's a Dominion killer. It's Dominion on steroids.
Look at the camera, man.
It's Dominion on steroids. I don't like doing that. It's weird. So, but anyways,
It's like looking at HAL 9000.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Rob. Anyways, Dominion on steroids. It really takes the really fun deck building gameplay of Dominion and just kind of advances it, takes it in a lot of different directions. It's a very different theme, and it's everyone gets a different type of win condition, and it depends. The win conditions depend on you selecting or purchasing or getting a Dark Pact card. So, and you can hold them in your hand. Some allow you to keep them in your hand. And then when you have something in your hand, boom, like, oh, by the way, game's over. And everyone had no clue that's what you're working on. And you could have another one out on the table for another win condition. And maybe you're just throwing everyone else off. They think you're working towards it. And really you're working towards the one in your hand. It's really neat. And it's a really cool game. So check out Dark Pact when you get a chance. This is really fun.
And I have to say that the box is, even though it's a little oddly shaped, it's better than your typical Ticket to Ride or classic Dominion box. So it's nicer to have that smaller box.
Yes. Yeah.
And did they really need to go to that really rectangular, almost bubblegum size shaped?
You'll understand when you open the box.
Oh, okay.
It'll make sense. The storage is thought out very well. So.
Oh, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate while I eat.
All right. Well, I don't know how you're going to do it without a knife.
A special tool.
He managed it. All right. The next thing I played was King of New York. And this was with my game group. Well, all of these are my game group. The King of New York, we just had a group, played that. It's a lot of fun. I've never played that one. And it was actually my copy that I sold to someone that night in my group, and we ended up playing it. Also, we played Forced Shuffle. I've talked about that. That's a really fun engine building, deck building. Well, no, not deck building, engine building, set collection type of thing that you're putting out a tableau as well, and it's a lot of fun.
The regular one,
the regular Forced Shuffle, yeah.
Very cheap.
Then I played something that I'd never heard of, and is from Days of Wonder. It's an old game called Shadows over Camelot. Nice. I told him to turn that off before we started, but he waited till we started recording. Yeah. So anyway, Shadows over Camelot. This was a cooperative game, if you're not familiar with it, where you're like in the Knights of the Round Table, and there's all these different parts out on the board that you got to go and kind of, you're fighting against the enemy and all these different places. And as you're over here trying to accomplish getting Excalibur or getting the Holy Grail, there's like these, was it the Saxons and the Picts are forming enemies, and there's things that are going to put these like trebuchets down in front of, not a trebuchet, but a something like that. It's like where you put like the big arrows in those big machines, and then they fire them.
The big crossbow thing.
Yeah, I don't remember what they called them, but they're basically artillery essentially out in front of the castle. And it's like you end up having to fight that, and all this stuff's just working against you. But you're trying to work together as a team to win. And it's a hard game to win, but it was a lot of fun. And then I also played some Zombicide. Again, this is the second edition, and this time we started the Washington ZC campaign. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy the campaigns. We are able, like with some of the rules in this campaign, you get extra dice that they call all in. And on your cards, it might say like, hey, you are going to use a gun or something. So you're going to use a pistol. You roll a certain amount of dice, you can do a certain amount of damage, but you can use they also will have an all-in number over it. Means you can roll like an extra dice. So you roll one of these special dice with it. So, if you hit I think it's if you roll a 1, then your weapon breaks. So, and it's gone. It's out of the game. So you get the opportunity, but if you hit the correct number with the extra dice, you get an additional damage. So it's really kind of hard to pass up. but you do run the risk of damaging and losing the weapon. And I really think that's cool. Also, in the expansions, you get the ability at the end to potentially carry forward some of the more powerful weapons that you've gained to take into your next mission. So, as opposed to like the original game that was just all these missions, you would complete it, you'd kind of level up and complete it, then you'd reset everything back to zero and you go on to the next mission. These allow you to, you still reset your AP, but you gain campaign XP, which is separate to allow you to kind of take abilities or weapons or special items forward with you in the game. So it's a lot of fun. And then the last thing that I played was XCOM, the board game. I did do a playthrough that came out on our channel here recently. And it was just a game that I've been wanting to play for a long time. And I decided I was going to sit down and try to learn this. And just I set it up and just kind of ran through it by myself, trying to control all 4 players because you have to play with 4 players. And I decided just to turn the camera on. So if you're interested in seeing it, yes, I made a lot of mistakes. It was my first run through the game, but I had a lot of fun, and it's a very, very tense game. Just like the original video game was super hard back in the day. This game is tough. It's meant to be tough, and it will challenge you, you and your group. So, but that's what I got played the last couple of weeks, and yeah, we'll save the rest for next episode 122.
Okay. You're earthquaking the camera, by the way. You sit on your hands.
I talk with my hands.
Anyway, so I did want to mention that I also did play the where is it?
Thunder Road.
Thunder Road. Thank you.
Vendetta.
Yes, Thunder Road Vendetta, the redo, and it's
Just
fun
to give equal time.
Yes.
Awesome game.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Absolutely. That's the regular, the OG, not the foam or the add-ons that have come out since. But anyway, so let's get on with the news real quick before we jump into that, though. Let me make mention that feel free to reach out to us. Just leave a comment on any of our videos. We'd love to see your comments. And also you can reach out to us at contact@thisboardgamelife.com. And you can also click on stuff over on our website as well. In addition to the BGG, we got a blog, we got a guild. We post our videos up there. You'll find our videos also in the games. Like if you go to Dark Pact, for example, which we were just holding up a little bit ago, and just now, you can go over there. You can find our videos in the video section, right?
Yep.
As well. And I think you can comment on there or something.
You can.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
you can.
So it's places to comment, and we love seeing it. So we'd love to hear from you. So let's talk about the news real quick. Can we click into these? Because I don't remember anything.
Yes, but it'll. So the first story I did this because of Rob. So Rob used to play Clash of Clans quite a bit, and oh boy,
and now Clash Royale once in a while.
Yeah. So Asmodee is going to be releasing Clash of Clans: The Epic Raid, a new board game from Maestro Media that's going into retail here in June 12th of this year.
Because this is the one that was on Kickstarter about a year ago, wasn't it?
I think so, because I remember asking you about it back then. Yeah. So, well, the game was announced for crowdfunding on Kickstarter last year. Yes.
Yeah. This is the Eric Lang and Ken Gruel.
Yes. Players are going to build defenses while deploying units to crush rival clans. It is a fast-paced engine-building game that utilizes dice mechanics combat. The goal of the game is to accumulate 40 stars to win the game. It is for 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, plays in 60 to 90 minutes. Whoa.
Yeah, the price.
Whoa. I'm assuming they paid a lot for the licensing of the IP, but the game retails for $84.99 US. Also comes in a collector's edition featuring upgraded components for $174.99.
So if you think about it, though, the people that religiously play this game, the online, mobile, whatever you want to call it, game.
The Claniac.
I'm sure they paid a lot more than that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because Clash of Clans has been around forever.
Yeah.
Clash Royale, I think, just had its 8th anniversary. Like, even that one has been around forever. And Clash of Clans came out before, so this is easily probably a 10-year-old game.
And I'm curious if
or the mobile versions.
Might have to go find the just for my own personal edification. I might have to go find the Kickstarter. I might have to go find that on Kickstarter to see what that collector's edition looks like.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I remember that in the Kickstarter.
I would imagine they do, that it was there, but
yeah.
So, anyways, here comes the fun part. So we have to go back like this, and then I got to click. Oh, you only have one?
Yep.
Okay, well that makes it easy.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, all other stuff wasn't interesting to me. That's all about me.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, so Fantasy Flight released the Star Wars a deck building game, I don't know, about a year or two ago, approximately. And they're going to be releasing the Rebel and Empire Reinforcements expansion for the Star Wars TDG, or is it just DG for deck building games? Because they say like the collectible card game, CCG.
Well, I don't think it's either of those.
No, I just made that up.
Yeah, well,
I'm just making it up as I go. Anyway,
because they have
tough crowd
trading card game.
Yeah.
Do you want to get ridiculed in the comments? No, I'm trying to save you, buddy.
I'm sure our listeners' ridicule will be easier than yours. We've known each other forever.
Yep.
We joke around all the time. Anyway, so this new expansion is going to be hitting retail on July 24th. So that is just before Gen Con.
Just to make me think, next year will be 40 years that we've known each other.
You are old. I'm not. You are.
I am a year older, so you'll only known me for 39 years, right?
Wiser.
Sorry.
Anyway, so you see our banter. That's awesome. Anyway, so this is going to be coming out on July 24th. So that's about a week prior to Gen Con. So I would expect to see this in Gen Con for sure. If it's hitting retail, I would expect to see it at your friendly local game store too. And it might be cheaper there than Gen Con. But anyway, so this adds several iconic characters and ships to the game, including R2-D2, Yoda, the Tentative 4, Emperor Palpatine, Admiral Thrawn, and the Executor. It also contains 25 new reinforcement cards that can be gained via in-game missions and 3 new modes of gameplay, which are in a 5-part campaign mode. Interesting. So ages 12 and up plays in 30 minutes and retails for $34.99, which is almost a third of the Clash game.
But this is an expansion, so it does require the base game too. So,
and I want to say the base game was also reasonable.
Yeah, I believe it was.
It was like $29 or $39.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of surprised that was $35 for an expansion, but
because it's probably like 10 cards.
Well, at least 25.
That's true. So $1 a card almost. But yeah, look for that if you're a fan of the deck building game, which is Fantasy Flight makes some good deck building games, definitely. They are more hardcore, I would say, than a lot of other games, but they stick to whatever the particular genre or whatever the IP is. They stick to it really well. They're very well done. Anyway, so that's it for the news. Rather short news today. And let's go on over to the main event for today. So Golden Geek stuff came out. When did this come out?
Well, that didn't work.
Technical issues. So while you look at that, I'll just briefly talk about the Golden Geek Awards. Yeah, the Golden Geek Awards, if you're not aware, they're one of several awards that happen throughout the year. These are the awards that are done by I think the whole community, right? The Board Game Geek community, if I remember right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're a member of Board Game Geek, you can vote in this, and there's a whole bunch of different categories, and there's some.
I called
don't get ahead of yourself here or ahead of me.
It's 2025.
Oh,
we titled the show 2026. The awards are actually for 2025, which seems.
Yeah. Well,
why would they do last year when it's May, which 2026 would have seemed
it was done by an intern. So what we're just talking about here is that doesn't matter.
It doesn't
so
matter.
These are the Golden Geek Awards that were awarded in 2026 for the games that came out in 2025. That's what we're just talking about.
Yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, the Golden Geek Awards are done by the community at Board Game Geek. So it is us, all of us, you, if you're a member on Board Game Geek. And you can vote for your favorite games.
Mm-hmm.
It's done by categories. I don't think there's as much controversy with the Golden Geeks as there is as with some of the other awards, because there's some other awards that have winners that really make you scratch your head. Like, oh, did this win?
I'm looking at you, Spiel de Jar.
They're not that bad.
Challengers over Planet Unknown? Come on.
They're not that bad. But
that's the one that just sticks with me. So
no, there's some other ones that will have. I'm not going to go into that's probably a whole different.
We love you, Spiel.
Thing. Yes, that's the big one in the summertime, right? So they haven't announced yet, right? Because it happens right before Gen Con, I think.
I don't even remember.
They announced them in the summertime. Anyway,
I'm in travel mode. I know nothing.
Yeah. And I do nothing because I don't remember anything from day to day. Yet I remember certain things from 40 years ago, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, so we're going to go through the winners and then the runners up in the different categories and kind of maybe make some comments about each of these because it sounds like a fun thing to do. And so let's just go down this list here. So the first category is 2-player games. So we played some 2-player games today.
Yeah,
and I enjoy a lot of 2-player games, I must admit. But
I'm trying to remember of those we played today. Well, I know one that I didn't like. We won't mention that, but the other two we played, I'm trying to think of which one I liked better. They were both really good.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them next time.
2-player games are good. And when I say 2-player games, I mean those like the small Lookout series boxes. Z-Man has them, Ravensburger has them, Games and Cosmos has them. And anyway, they're like the little rectangular boxes. Those I really like those for some reason.
Much like this one.
Yes, just like that. They fit so nice on a shelf. You can get so many of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so here, why don't we just take turns with these? So I'll cover the 2-player one. We can do the next one. So for 2-player game, the winner is Toy Battle. And this is a game that I have not played, but I think you have, right?
I have.
What do you think about this? I mean, I see a big grin on your face and you're kind of laughing. Hopefully not shaking the table too much.
Oh my goodness.
I'm teasing you.
No, I know. I do that. I only played it one time. I just personally didn't care for it. But I understand the draw to it. I do think, and out of the two runners-ups, and and we don't have the full list of nominees. We just have the runner-ups and the winners. But there's another game in this list that I think, from what I've heard from other people in my gaming group, they absolutely love this other game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the toy battle, I see it probably for not only people liking the very simplified gameplay, but the whole toy aspect of, like, kind of makes you feel like you're a kid doing battle in your backyard with, it kind of brings you back a little bit, like, nostalgia wise. But it just wasn't a game that I personally enjoyed, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I know it's got some really good pedigree of designers. I'll see if I can look that up real quick while Rob keeps talking.
And is this a two-player game?
Yes.
So it is strictly a two-player game.
Yes.
Not a plays 2 to 4 or 2 to 5.
Yeah, it's a Paolo Mori.
Oh yeah,
and Alessandro Zucchini game. So
I like Paolo Mori's games.
Yeah,
he makes like he made Blitzkrieg,
yep.
Right?
And I think he's working on that new one, the Flintlock.
Yes,
that we're looking forward to,
and other games. So
yeah.
So I can just throw this off to Mark. Doesn't know what he's talking about, but that's a whole different story. I'm sure it's a great game.
Oh, I'm sure. Obviously, it is. A lot of people voted for it.
Yeah.
No, it just didn't. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. So.
And then the runners up for this category are Tag Team. I don't think I've heard of this one.
I've heard of this one, but it's not anything I have played.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's Tag Team and Star Trek Captain's Chair, which
does that look familiar now?
Oh yeah. I've seen that one.
That one.
Yeah. I've seen that at the store.
From Scorpion Masqué.
Yeah.
Classic arcade fighting 2-on-2 action.
Is it Masqué or Mass?
I don't know. I hear it all different ways. I think Masqué sounds cool.
I think that sounds wrong, but
it's also a French company, isn't it? So I think it's Masqué. That sounds French.
That is something. I don't know, but anyway, that's all different story. But I would, of these, I think I kind of get the toy battle thing, but I would think Star Trek Captain's Chair would have been my pick for the winner of those, but that's a whole different thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you want to hit the next one?
The next one is for artwork and presentation. And the winner here is the Old King's Crown. And we've got, now I've heard a lot about this game. This game has gotten a lot of praise. And I think they just did a second Kickstarter or I'm sorry, crowdfunding. I think they just redid another one. So I don't know if it's still available or not, but I've heard a lot about it. The runner-ups for this was Galactic Cruise, which I have yet to play. I got friends in my group that have this game. I've seen it played a couple times. It's a big game, and it's something I really would like to play. I'm hoping to get it play it soon. And then the last runner-up was Lord of the Rings: Fate of the Fellowship.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I've seen the box alone for that, and it's gorgeous. I haven't seen like the card art and stuff, but I've seen the box, and the box is gorgeous.
That's not the little. No, that's a trick-taking game. Never mind.
Yeah, or am I thinking of the
two little ones?
Yeah, I thought. This is the big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind on that. The box art. And I was thinking the wrong thing.
What were you thinking of?
I was thinking of one of those two trick takers.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. I think the Fate of the Fellowship is that big game.
Yeah, the big dog. Because they came out with that last Gen Con. Yeah, because they came out with the Fate of the Fellowship, and then that's when they also kind of sort of released, but not really, the the Hobbit one that came in that book. It's
There and Back Again.
There and Back Again. Yeah,
that's really good.
That's the one that I thought I was going to get at Gen Con, but wrong. No, I wasn't. And
Well, the Fate of the Fellowship is the one that has the big eye of Sauron with the tower,
yeah,
like a dice tower.
yep.
So,
So those two were the runners up. For cooperative game, the winner was yet again the Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. So it was a runners up for artwork and presentation, and it was the winner of cooperative game. I almost said corporate game. Runner up was Vantage and Eternal Decks.
I never heard of Eternal Decks until just the other day.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't remember where I saw something about it, but it was like, I think it was on a YouTube video or another channel. And they were talking about how great the game was. I'm like, I'd never heard of this one. So, and here it's a runner up for co-op game. So even the box art doesn't even look familiar.
It looks really small. Oh, yeah.
So it's 1 to 4 players, 30 to 40 minute game.
And who did it?
This is done by Trick Takers Games.
Looking at the name.
Hirokin is the designer.
I wonder if it's one of those like Japanese games.
Well, Hirokin is the designer. So yeah.
Did that designer do anything else?
Let me find out. Trick Takers, Kings. Eternal Sevens, more Trick Takers. So he's done 6 games and looks like they're all Trick Takers. So
all right, so what was that? So that's cooperative game. Yeah, so we had Vantage and Eternal Decks as runner-ups, with Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship as being the winner in that category.
So next we have expansions, and I am very happy to say that the winner here is SETI Space Agencies. This is from CGE Games and Tomasz Holak, and like my favorite designer. Like, he's new, and I absolutely love everything he's put out. And I've played Space Agencies. The one thing I was questioning on it, I bought it because I wanted the new aliens in the game. I wanted additional aliens, but they also have like a quick start. So I think it's much like Terraforming Mars is like Prelude. I think it's called Prelude, where you kind of skip round 1. And I was like, why would I want to skip round 1? But this really did get the game like jump started and going. And instead of that first round where it's a real slow grind to start, it really kicks off and gets everything running. And I really did actually appreciate it. And I was like, yeah, I think I would not play this without the kind of the quick start. And then a couple of runner-ups, Lost Ruins of Arnak, Twisted Paths. This is the latest expansion to the Lost Ruins of Arnak. If you saw me do my unboxing for the adventure chest that I picked up last year at Gen Con, it came with the Twisted Paths expansion. Now, I haven't played it yet, but I do want to get that one played. And then also next is another runner-up is Dune Imperium Bloodlines. And I've played Dune Imperium with a couple different expansions, but I don't believe I've done the Bloodlines expansion yet. I do have a copy of it. I haven't played my copy, and I've played several Dune Imperium games with others, and I just don't know if the Bloodlines was in anything that we've played. I don't think it was yet. But it doesn't surprise me. And all good games, all absolutely top quality games here. So,
did you finish all of those?
I did.
I'm getting power for the laptop just in case here. So that was expansions. And for the innovative category, we had the winner being Vantage. Okay. Runners up were Moon Colony Bloodbath and Hot Streak. So
I'm familiar with 2 of them. Well, I'm familiar with all of them. Yeah. I mean, I've seen Vantage played. I know someone in my group bought it, liked it, but it didn't fit. Like, him and his wife, they play a lot of 2-player games, so it didn't really fit. So he offered it up to the people in our group. and someone snagged it, and they just really had a blast playing this game when they played it at a game night. So, and then of course, I know you got Moon Colony Bloodbath as well,
Yeah.
and I really liked that one when it first came when I first started playing it a couple times. But I will say it doesn't. I don't think it has the staying power. So looks like you're good. Looks like it's charging.
Yeah.
And Hot Streak, I've played it once. That's that one with the mascots running down the field, and people are betting on which one's going to get to the end zone first. So fun party type game. We'll probably see Hot Streak again. Oh, so our next category, light game of the year. The winner is Hot Streak. I didn't even see that when I said we'll probably see it again. Because I was thinking it'll show up in a party game, but here it is on light game of the year. So Hot Streak's the winner. And then it doesn't surprise me. Magical Athlete is a runner up. I picked up Magical Athlete. I've played both. I prefer Magical Athlete over Hot Streak, but and it's just like Hot Streak's really cool and it's fun, but it's a more of a gambling game. And in the Magical Athletes, you just roll a die and you move, and like everyone has all these weird special abilities that can impact everybody as you're playing. And I just find that a little bit more fun. But and then another runner up to this was Toy Battle. So that's the light game of the year editions.
For the medium version of the game of the year, we have yet again Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship taking the winning spot. Runners up, Moon Colony Bloodbath. Is that like the what's that saying? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes. Anyway, so Moon Colony Bloodbath from Donald X is the runner-up, and Vantage, yet again in this list, is the runner-up. So Lord of the Rings, Moon Colony, and Vantage.
All right, now for heavy game of the year, the winner was Galactic Cruise. I am honestly not surprised. Mm-hmm. I haven't played it, but it looks fantastic, and I know the people in my group that have played it absolutely love the game. Runners up are Speakeasy. I have played that one, and I am not a fan of. I'm drawing a blank on his name. He, the designer for Speakeasy, Vital Lacerda, and it's. I mean, his games are fantastic. They're highly regarded. I just find them really complicated. I mean, it is heavy game of the year, so I mean, it belongs here. But I really enjoyed Speakeasy, and it's one that I would like to play again. Probably nothing I would buy and put in my own collection because I typically don't have. I try to avoid real heavy games. It's just, but this Speakeasy was a lot of fun, and I really would like to play it again. And I'm not surprised. I'm honestly surprised that Galactic Cruise beat it out. And I'm kind of wondering if that's because like Galactic Cruise I've seen everywhere. I haven't seen Speakeasy in the stores yet. And I mean, I'm sure it's out there, but
yeah, and it came out a while ago. I don't know. I think so. Galactic Cruise, it had a lot of hype. It had a lot of hype. The hype machine was there for a long time during Kickstarter. Eagle Griffin just doesn't get that hype, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in their campaigns, they get the loyal following. Like there's people that automatic, like me, I basically back all of his games regardless and pick them up. But yeah, it's or maybe it's too heavy because they do have a lot going on. Speakeasy and those do have a lot going on. But anyway,
yeah, I mean, Vital Lacerda is known, and maybe people felt like I don't know, maybe the Galactic Cruise. I mean, it might be like the idea or the theming of the game maybe appeals to more people than. But I'm like Speakeasy. You know, you're running like a 1920s speakeasy, but you're running liquor in the city of Chicago, And is it Chicago or is it New York? Um,
Somewhere.
might be New York,
Yeah.
but it's like, and you're trying to avoid the mob and you're trying to avoid the police, and it's really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it was the first game of his that I've played that I felt like, okay, I this is one I can figure out, just after one play. Like I've played Combat on EV several times, and I'm like, I don't get it. But I think Speakeasy again, that theme spoke to me, if you will.
Yes. No, I get it.
And then the final runner-up is Luthier, which is from that's the Paverson games, and designed by Dave Beck. Is it Abe Burleson? Abe Burson did Luthier, and I've got this one. I was supposed to play it a couple of weeks ago, and I couldn't. So this is one I'm going to get tabled here probably in the next month, and I got someone in my group that has played it, and is going to help teach it. So really looking forward to playing Luthier.
Okay. So. All right. So next up is Party Game. The winner in this category is Hot Streak.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Hot Streak is on a hot streak. Because what was the other one that was Light Game of the Year?
Yeah.
So they got Light Game of the Year and the Party Game. And so that was the winner. Runners up, Magical Athlete and Take Time. So you said that Hot Streak and Magical Athlete are similar, or just similar weight?
They're probably similar weight. They're not similar games.
Yeah.
But they came out like the same time, which was interesting. Yeah.
The reprint of Magical Athlete.
Yeah. So they kind of came out almost at the very same month, I think they were released. So
sure.
They're people kind of think of them, I think, as the same, but they're very different games, and but they're very simple, fun games.
Okay.
All right. Next, we got print and play category. The winner is Dungeons of the Oak Dell with, this is weird. A runner up, Rise of the Oak Dell. And then another runner up is 52 Duels. Mm-hmm. So I don't believe I've heard of any of these.
Yeah. Yeah. That one 52 Duels I talked about a couple months ago.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Because there was a company that has Kickstarters every couple months for a couple bucks. You get a print and play. They send you the files and you print it. You print the rules, supply your own dice, your own pencils, markers, or whatever. And Postmark is the one. And 52 Duels is pretty good. I haven't heard of these other two, Dungeons of the Oakdale and Rise of the Oakdale. And whenever I see these print and play games and I hear that they're great, it always intrigues me because they're just so easy. Like we played a couple, like that
Squiggly Gum. That's awesome.
Walker Harding. They're just fun little games to play in a couple minutes. Nothing really crazy, nothing really insane. And 52 Duels is definitely a good one. It's deserving of an award. It's fine as runner-up. I'm really interested in those other two, like I had mentioned.
So here's Rise of the Oakdale. Okay. It's definitely colorful map. Mm-hmm. It looks like it's I'm going to assume a rolling dice.
Rolling right, yeah. Some kind of mark and whatever.
I love how they show box art when you don't get a box, when it's a print and play.
Yeah. So well, maybe you can print your own box too.
Maybe.
But so that was the print and play category. Okay. Wait, did you do that one?
Yep.
Okay. So solo game, the winner in this category is Vantage. That's a name that we've heard before. Runners up, Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. I heard that one as well. And Star Trek Captain's Chair. Although Captain's Chair has not won anything yet. I think they're just runners up.
Been runners up so far, yeah.
So interesting for a solo game. And I would argue not necessarily solo games, but they can be played solo. So because there's some games that are genuinely solo.
Yeah, and I don't think that I think Captain's Chair, I thought I don't. That's not a solo specific.
It's probably
It's 1 to 2 players. So
yeah.
I was
So
thinking I thought it was a 2 player.
I'm
So, but you can
because
play it solo.
yeah, I'm guessing it's probably a two-player when it's played in co-op or something.
Weight of 4.05. It's a medium heavy game.
So,
No wonder my buddy likes it.
yeah.
All right. Okay, so now we're on to thematic game, and the winner here, you've probably never heard of this game. It's called The Lord of the Rings: Fate of the Fellowship. Okay. Yeah, there's you've got the IP for the one of the most thematic IPs out there, right? So they did the game. I guess the game did the IP justice.
Yeah.
And runner up, you've heard these both: Galactic Cruise and Vantage. So yeah, Galactic Cruise absolutely very thematic as well, and I think Vantage is as well because it's one of those. I mean, it's Vantage is a very unique game of exploration, and it's like I think
Sure.
it's hard to do an exploration game in a board game, and I think that they've pulled that off, and obviously it shows with all the awards so and nominees. So, all right.
Yeah. Vantage. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Stonemaier.
Yeah.
So that was thematic. Next up is War Game. And yeah, the winner for this is Star Wars Battle of Hoth. Okay. I can see that. Not that I'm surprised, but
It's but
yeah,
it's a reskin of a game.
yeah.
It is Memoir 44. It just replaced the Axis and the Allies with the Empire and the Rebels. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel this is not necessarily fair. I mean, yes, this game came out in 2025, but it is a reskin of an earlier game. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like some of these others have lost out to a game that came out a way long time ago in reality.
Yeah.
So
No, I definitely agree. It was surprising to see there, but I sort of get it because it's a war game that's light and accessible,
true.
you know. So for what it's worth, there's that. And then Toy Battle.
It it is a war game, I guess. You're battling against the guy on the other end of the board. It's not I would have never classified that as a war game.
Yeah.
It's but you are. Well, like when I see war game, I think of more historical type of games that I think should be in this category, but
Yeah.
oh well, we didn't make the list.
Yeah. And then the other runner up is Cross Bronx Expressway.
I have not heard of that one.
So that's a GMT game.
Which
and I usually look at these because they're starting. GMT has been having these games that have been, I'll call them war game ish, if not serious war game. And they've been doing stuff for a long time. They're starting to branch out into a couple of different genres. This one kind of maybe falls into that. So it's a socio-economic what?
yeah, it's socioeconomic processes
City
of urban
builder.
development.
It's socioeconomic city builder.
Yeah.
And the way that GMT is delving into these games really interests me. So I apparently missed this one when it originally came out, and I'm going to definitely check into it because, yeah,
It definitely
yeah.
wouldn't be under the artwork.
What's the weight on it? Probably like 3.5, 4, something like that.
It is a 3.42. So it's medium.
Yeah.
Seems light for GMT, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, maybe. But maybe that's more accessible game from them. So yeah, so for war game, Star Wars Battle of Hoth, Toy Battle, and Cross Bronx Expressway.
All right. And I mean, I got to say it, we'll get the best podcast. And I got to say, this board game life took away the win. I mean, I mean, are you going to argue with us? Come on. Obviously, we're not even in the running. So, but board game hot takes is the winner, and I have listened to their show, and I do like their show. Also, the runner ups are Space Biff Space Cast is not, that one and the 5 games for Doomsday. I have not heard those. I'll have to check them out, but those are the best podcasts. So go out there next year and put our name in there, please, people. Come on.
I think we need
show us some love.
We need to have some concerted campaign for this because I didn't even think of this. But now we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Yeah.
So we're going to be ready for the Golden Geek winners for 2027.
Yeah.
2020. No.
Yeah.
No, 2026 in
announced in 27.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
So.
And then the last category that we've got is the best board game app. So the winner in this category is Arc Nova, which is interesting. Runner up is Cascadia Digital. That come out just recently? A couple of weeks ago.
No, it can't be. It had to be last year.
Yeah,
because these are for 2025.
Okay, and then the second runner up is Micro Macro Downtown Detective. So though that Micro Macro, that's the one that I can't play.
That's that big, huge black and white map, right?
I need like a magnifying glass as big as like a dinner plate in order to see anything. Or I just take out my contacts and I can see everything.
There you go.
But yeah, I put my contacts, my close vision just disappears. It leaves the building.
I'm surprised like that Arc Nova is a game app. Like did you hear that?
What?
Your son's infested me. I said like several times.
Oh yeah. Okay.
like.
I was like, what happened? Did the recording stop?
No, I'm just being dumb. I'm surprised that Arc Nova. I mean, I'm not surprised that it won. I just haven't done this in an app, but this game is so much going on that I could see. Like, first of all, it seems like how would you make an app around that? Because there's just so much going on. But having that game in an app where so many things are just handled for you automatically, that would be awesome. Yes. So I could see with that why this would be a winner. So cool.
And Cascadia is a good game.
Yeah.
And I think Micro Macro is probably pretty good too. Isn't that the one where you find like clues to try to solve a murder or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
But all right.
So yeah, that is the list. And we'll see what happens next year. Look forward to the Spiel and all of the other awards as we talk about them later throughout the year. So on to the crowdfunding corner.
Nothing. We've got nothing. We don't support crowdfunding.
Or we can call this try to guess what Mark didn't back in the last 2 weeks. Because we have the list. It's like the didn't back list is smaller. I'm joking.
It feels like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Yeah, we can say that there's a lot of good stuff out there.
Unfortunately, there is.
Yeah. But so I backed Jason and the Argonauts. I think it was this week or this weekend. This is the solo game from the makers of Hercules and the 12 Labors. And it follows the same system, the same vein, doing the, Hercules and Jason and the Argonauts. So following the same mythical characters and stuff. Great production. Looking forward to this one. And they also have some add-ons for Hercules in there as well. So you can get the base game of Jason and Argonauts, you can get the add-ons for it and pick up the Hercules stuff if you missed it, like I did.
Did you pick that stuff up too?
Yeah. Oh, it was just one add-on. So
it's nice to be able to get that stuff. I do like that.
Yep.
And what I really like, but my wallet doesn't like, is late pledging to a campaign that has completed and people already are getting it in their hands. And my buddies, my friends at Awakened Realms, I don't know if they're really my friends. I know I'm their friend, but
their lake houses on the actually not lake houses. Their beachfront property in the Riviera appreciates it.
Yes,
in Monaco.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The yachts at Monaco, it's courtesy to Mark.
They're going to look me up and go, dude, you base pledged this one. You didn't go all in. Don't even give us that. But I missed Lands of Evershade. Somehow that one, I missed it. And now that I'm like, I got to own everything Awakened Realms. I probably wasn't there when this came out and it just skipped me. But I was like, I was seeing this stuff shipping. I was like, oh man, I missed it. And well, I got a notice last night, like 11 o'clock at night, ding, hey, the late pledge manager is now open for all for Lands of Evershade. And I texted Rob. I was like, dude, stop me. And like 5 minutes later, I was like, purchase.
I'm not even going to waste my time trying to stop you because I know you'll do it anyway.
But I did myself good on this one.
We'll give you moral support.
I got just the base game. It comes with like 3 campaign missions with it. I didn't buy.
That's probably more than enough.
I didn't exactly like each like campaign box is like they're saying like 15 hours.
Oh,
so there's like it comes with 3. So I'm like I'll probably never get through all that. So I'm not going to buy all the additional stuff. And I only bought the acrylics upgrades and the metal coins. That's it. So I didn't buy. I could have spent a lot more money, and I almost did. I almost like $550 all in. Yes. I was struggling last night, but I managed to get out of there for like, still cost me a lot of money, but
it's like you shouldn't even look at it.
216. Oh, but that doesn't matter. It's all about the excitement. It's
halfway to Gen Con.
And the fact that this game is already shipping out. This is just, hey, we have all these games. Let's see if we can ship more to people. As they're going to be hitting the retail. So assuming they're going to go to retail, you never know.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, they've been doing some of those.
Yeah. I would expect to see these, but it's like which store of mine is going to get it.
Came out in a retail version. I've seen Castles of Burgundy. I don't remember if that's a special edition of the special edition or if it's just the regular special edition, but I've seen that one at a bunch of the stores now.
Yeah. Well, I have no doubt I know one store I can get it, but they're going to get these big, large games they get. Yeah, they're going to probably get 1 or 2 copies because they're so expensive.
Yeah.
So they take up a ton of shelf space. So that's the thing too. Like, well, let me just get it.
Yeah.
But if you are interested in Lands of Evershade, it is the pledge manager is now open for late pledges. So if you missed it, you can go now on GameFound and get this ordered and sent to you probably pretty quick. I'd imagine here sometime soon. So, but that's it.
Okay. All right. So that's what we backed. And I think that's it for this very special episode of This Board Game Life. What was it 121? Was that the one?
121.
121. Oh, yeah. Should be on there somewhere.
I think it got moved.
Yeah. Actually,
some testing.
GUID in there is the hard code encrypted version of it.
So, all right. Well,
anyway,
was Rob's distracted?
Yeah, it's about that thing we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you all in 2 weeks where we will cover what happened in This Board Game Life Con number 3.
I'll give you a sneak preview. It's not going well for Mark.
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you soon.
And we'll see you at the table.